Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today's going to be a bit different. I'm not here to tell you to manifest something, or visualize $1 million, or sit in silence hoping your dream life drops into your lap. Because the truth is, you're not really manifesting anything. You're shifting. And you've been doing it every single day without realizing it. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you're going to see reality in a way you've probably never seen it before. Part 1. You're shifting already. Let's start with something really simple. You woke up this morning and you weren't in the exact same mood as yesterday. Maybe yesterday you were stressed out, but today you woke up feeling good, or the opposite. That tiny change in your state of being, that was a shift. You've already experienced this 1,000 times, but no one ever pointed it out to you. When you're angry, you live in a different version of the world than when you're grateful. Same people, same job, same house. But everything feels different, looks different, hits different. Why? Because your internal perception shifted, and reality reflected that back. Part 2. Everything already exists. Now here's where it gets really interesting. The version of you who's rich exists. The version of you who's confident exists. The version of you who's deeply in love, joyful, healed, glowing, thriving, already exists. And I don't mean this in some fluffy, believe in yourself way. I mean, in this very moment, all of those versions of you are already real, just not from your current perspective. See, we think time is this straight line where we go from here to there. But what if it's more like a giant folder of possibilities? And at any second, you can open a different file, and boom, you're living that reality. That's shifting, not creating, not attracting, just selecting. Part 3. You don't attract, you tune in. Think about a radio for a second. When you want to hear your favorite song, do you go out and create it? Number. You just tune in to the right station. And suddenly, there it is. It didn't come from nowhere. It was always being broadcast. You just had to match the frequency. Same thing with your life. Your dream reality isn't something you have to chase. It's something you tune into. And the way you do that is by shifting your perception. Part 4. Your perception creates the frame. Here's what most people never understand. Two people can experience the same situation and live two completely different realities. One person loses their job and says, "This is the worst thing that ever happened to me." Another person loses their job and says, "This is my opportunity to finally do what I love." Same external event. But because their perception was different, they each stepped into a different version of reality. Their inner world shifted first, and the outer world matched it. Life is always showing you who you're being, not what you're asking for. So stop trying to make something happen. Start asking, who am I being right now? Because that's the frequency you're tuning into. And that's the reality you're living in. Part 5. How to shift in real time. Okay, let's bring this down to earth. How do you actually shift? Not with vision boards, not with affirmations you don't believe, but with awareness. Start here. 1. Catch the moment when you feel off, anxious, unworthy, doubtful. That's the moment where you're unconsciously shifting into a version of you that doesn't have what you want. Second, pause. Just take a breath. Don't react. Feel the energy. Acknowledge it. 3. Ask yourself, if I was already the version of me who has the life I want, how would I think right now? What would I feel? What would I do? 4. Choose a new response in that moment. Even if it's small, that little shift, it's huge. This isn't about pretending. It's not fake. It's about tuning your perception to a new state of being, and reality will follow every time. Part 6. Examples of real-time shifting. Let's run through a couple of real-life examples. Example 1. You're broke. Bills piling up. You feel powerless. Old version of you says, "This always happens. I'll never get ahead." New version of you thinks, "This is temporary. I'm learning something here. Money is coming." Even if nothing outside has changed yet, you just shifted timelines because you just became a new person in that moment, and life has no choice but to adjust to match it. Example 2. You text someone and they don't respond. You start spiraling. Old you thinks, "They're ignoring me. I must not matter." But the version of you who's confident, that version says, "I don't chase. I trust. If they're meant for me, they'll show up." Same situation, different perception. That's a shift. And over time, you'll notice something crazy. Your outer world starts to reflect this new energy. Different people show up. Opportunities, peace, power, it's all connected. Part 7. The shift is instant. Here's the part that most people miss. You don't need time. You don't need 6 months of healing or years of journaling. You need a shift. And that can happen in 5 seconds. Why? Because time is an illusion, and all possibilities exist now. Every time you choose a new thought, a new reaction, a new energy, you just quantum jumped. And the more you do it, the faster reality keeps up. Part 8. What to do from here. So what do you do with this information? You stop trying so hard. You stop waiting for the outside to change before you feel different. And instead, you decide to shift internally, moment by moment. You shift how you see yourself. You shift how you react. You shift what story you're telling. Because when you shift that, reality shifts right back. You're not broken. You're not stuck. You're just in one version of you. But there are infinite versions waiting. So stop manifesting. Start shifting. And watch how your whole world changes. Without force, without hustle, just frequency. Thanks for watching. If this hit something in you, drop a comment, share your shift, and I'll see you in the next one.